Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 5 on the Alma Missouri Cow Empire Realism Series. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic, because I am as usual. As you can see, as I promised, we are into September now, September 1. We went ahead and we mowed this here off camera like we promised. We got the mulching and the cultivating done. So this episode we are going to spread some manure, because both are, well, our only manure. I also mowed this little section right here. We purchased a new mower. We purchased a new tractor, trying to save our money. So we're working a little bit together with the money as it goes down to try to save some money. But off camera, as you can see, we also got the straw picked up. And we have 3 silage bales ready to go, 150,000 liters. And we also have 4 straw bales ready to go. Let's check their food real quick. 28,000 straws, 62,000. That's great. But as you can see off camera, we went ahead and we filled our manure spreader the first time, and we still have 14,000 and a pile that I put in here. So what we're going to do until our cows start producing enough money, till we get enough money to buy more, we're then going to just purchase manure right from this thing here, which is great. It's going to be awesome. And we also changed tractors to a Renault. We kept it in the Italian family, even though we're on an American map. We went to 194 horsepower just so I can start pulling things like the triple mowers and things like that. So welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great, awesome Tuesday. As you guys voted on the series, you wanted me to do Alma, Missouri for a week, and next week we will either do a different series or we will continue on Alma. I'll always give you guys a choice every week. I'm going to keep all 3 save games that I have in there, and we're going to keep alternating series, or we're just going to, like next week, I'll put, Alma, Missouri, and then something else, and you guys can see which one you want to continue with or see something different. And that's the amazing, awesome things. I didn't even know there was a light on that. That's kind of cool. But anyways, here's our new tractor. This is the Renault Aries. You can find this on the in-game mod hub. It's 194 horsepower. But because she's a little bit light of a tractor, I had to buy a weight for the front of it just to use the triple mowers. But today, let's head over, and we also put in precision farming like we promised. So now we have purchased all of our soil samples and ready to go. So in field 9 here, we're going to spread manure on automatic. We're not going to change it. And then we're going to spread some lime, and then we're going to spread manure again, and then we'll seed. So that's why we chose manure. You got to do it twice, unfortunately, with precision, because it only gives you half the amount. We could use fertilizer, but as we talked about in episode 1, we're going to make sure that the cows do everything for us. And if we don't have enough manure, we're going to stay with it, but we're going to purchase it from a neighbor farmer is how we're going to work it. So welcome in, and welcome, and welcome, and welcome. Yeah, back up a little bit more. There we go. Now we can connect that, and we can go connect the PTO and the wires, and let's go get this unspread here. Go. So we got to go counterclockwise because we have a side discharge mower or manure spreader. So we're going to go on this side of it. So, yep, this is a little bit more horsepower than the Fiat. Plus, it has a CVT transmission. Well, it's got a power shift, but it's a lot better and smoother. It goes 26 miles an hour instead of 18. And it's only 14 horsepower more. So we're still under the 195 horsepower that we wanted to do. But as you can see, as we approach the field, we have mulched it and we have cultivated it. So we're ready to go. So let's go and start this. Put this out here. Now this is going to put this on auto at first, and then we're going to check it afterwards. But generally, all the experience that I've ever had with precision farming when you're using manure or slurry is you usually have to put it on twice. That's usually the experience that I've ever come up with it. But as you can see, everything that we promised, we got done, and we're also into the next day. So on this episode, we're going to manure spread as much as we can. We're going to try to empty out our manure pit over there. And then we are going to purchase the rest, and whatever we get to is what we get to today. And then I will finish the rest off camera, and I will get us until September 2nd. That's the way we're going to roll this series, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be fantastic. But happy Tuesday to you guys. We are recording this on Monday night for Tuesday, which is absolutely great. Hope you guys' Tuesday is going well. Hope your week is going fast. Hope your holiday went. To all of the servicemen and women who have lost their lives, happy Memorial Day. Remember, we will not forget all of our troops that some gave their entire lives to give us what we need in this world. And no matter what part of the world you are in and watching this, your servicemen, support them, and women, support them, because they sign up and they do this stuff for free. But Memorial Day is for remembering the people who gave all. So Veterans Day is for the ones that give their time and energy to service. The Memorial Day is for the people that we've lost, protecting all of our rights. So we will always remember. I lost my pop, and he was two tours in Korea and 2 tours in Vietnam. He did, and he brought it home with him, and he literally, some of the stuff they were spraying in Vietnam, he contracted basically Agent Orange, which was an experimental thing to kill the foliage over there. And so that's what ended up taking his life. I look at it this way, not bad for a small town farmer to do, basically 4 tours in the military. It's just, he was my hero. Always was, always will be. And I know he's in a better place. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. Well, not yesterday. Last episode, which was Sundays. But thank you guys for listening and letting me do my 400 million shout-outs that I did. And let me talk about all the things that I was talking about last time. Thank you guys for watching the videos. Thank you guys for coming in and just spending 30 minutes with me, 2 or 3 times a week. Been a busy time on the farm. We are absolutely rocking and rolling. Corn is starting to pop up through the ground. It's exciting. It's just exciting to see new growth. It's exciting to see new changes on the farm. Little calves are running around. We had 37 calves. We've been tagging them. It's just been summertime. Spring and summer is just an absolute whirlwind as far as farming. And next thing you know, it'll be pumpkin time and Thanksgiving time and Christmas time, and then you guys get to deal with me for 7 days a week at that point, which is kind of awesome. Now, the only disadvantage is in the next month, I do not have to mulch and then cultivate. So what we're going to do for the next month is we are going to spread our manure, spread our lime, spread our manure again, and then we're going to cultivate it in. Because I didn't need to mulch and cultivate. So that sort of thing we can do away with. All right, boom. Now we're going to spin around, and we're going to get a little bit wider out there. Now, with this side discharge, this is the K brand, and it's white. I have one in my mod folder that is red, but I chose to just use the white. Use a little in-game stuff. The best way to do it is just to basically line your back tires right up with the manure. And if you're in cab, you want to line your front left tire right on there, and you'll get it every time. That'll give you just enough overlap on a side spreader. On a rear spreader, you want to go by your outside tires, and that's what you want to do. But you constantly, like I said, we'd be facing like this in the tractor so we can look back and forth. Almost done with this fern, and then we'll go load up some with our telehandler, and we'll get us another load. The reason I chose to bring back precision farming is if we're going to use manure and slurry for our cows, then we want to use as least as we can. And this will be great because what happens with precision is the more that you use each time, it gets less and less and less each time that it builds up the nitrogen level. All right, here we go. First load. First 15,600 gone, and we did almost we did 1.5 headlands. Pretty good, pretty good. But this tractor goes literally, the other one only went 18 miles an hour. This one, and then the Fiat Gree 180, 190 is absolutely fantastic mod. I got that off the in-game mod hub by Peppa 578. So if you ever want that mod, many of you have used it. Many of you love it. I also don't like how loud it is, but that's easily fixed. You just turn it down. But we're doing well on the farm. We're going, everything is going extremely crazy, like I stated earlier, and it is going, it's just, you, from the time 3:30 in the morning rolls around and you milk, and then it's 6:30, and then you clean the barn, and it's 8:30, and then you're out in the field until dark. So my apologies to all of you who I have not watched, other my content creators that I've not been there to watch you guys. My apologies to that, but I am there in spirit and I'm watching your reposts. So make sure that if you are on YouTube or on Twitch that you repost so I can watch it. We're going to shut that down because we do not have a fuel consumption thing on here. We have to get a little bit more money. I tried to purposely sell like a piece of equipment and then buy a piece of equipment so we can keep the money right around the same as it was before, because I'm trying not to cheat by adding money and stuff. I haven't had to yet, so we're still doing well. We were going to go loading wagon because I was going to bring in a compost maker, which I did on Sunday, but it's gone because it was the mod. The mod was great. It worked well. That should work now for that. The mod was great, but I looked after seeing it. We had it right over there, remember? It wasn't making compost, it was making manure, but yet it stated in the directions that it was a compost maker. Also, if you're using precision farming, compost doesn't work as a fertilizer. Only slurry, manure, or liquid or solid fertilizer itself. So this little front pile here is what I got from the AKA composter that I grabbed out of there. Oh, I'm full. Hey, only holds 5,000. But yeah, I wish in real life that it popped up inside a pit like this instead of inside the barn. I also have the thing above the trailers that tell you how much is in it. I have that turned on indefinitely, or maybe a minute or two. I don't know how long I have it turned on for, but it lasts a little bit so you can actually see what's in it. I think I pulled about 10,000 out of here, out of that little supposed compost. I was disappointed. I was excited, but I was disappointed at the same time because it was supposed to be compost. There we go. One more load, and then this will be full. But you can go quite a ways with 15,000 liters. You know, it's pretty cool, actually. Oh, whoops. Let's get that last little poofy in there. Puff ball. There we go. Now we'll leave it. Because what it's doing is it's producing it. And then we'll grab the rest of it out of the maker for now. Out of the purchasable, shall we say, machine. Okay. Now we will go back and push this back over there. But I'm having a blast with doing this series. I'm having a blast doing the all 3 series. It's just amazing. It doesn't matter to me what we play. I have 3 series that I'm absolutely enjoying. So It's going to be kind of cool. All right, we're going to go here with this. Oh, actually, yeah, because we're going to purchase it out of the trailer now. So bang. Spin her around like this. Also, in real life, we do own one of these Merlots, except ours is red. We do own one of these little turbo farmers. They generally come in green or a lot like a green or dark green, but we had ours painted red. Just because everything on my farm in real life is green. Everything is John Deere, so we got tired of looking at it. Except for our Fiat that we have, the DT 1300 we have. It's orange. Orange and white, but we don't... that one gets used basically for the auger wagon, and it gets used for the PTO on the silo. That's what I wanted to say. So that little tractor gets sit there. I have used it. Feed wagons we've used it on. There we go. Boom, $131. Now, manure out of that little buy point is really cheap. I think it only cost me like $3,000 to fill one little time. But like I said, eventually when we get, I say usually generally around 100 cows, we won't need too much manure because it'll start to produce quite a bit. Now, when we get 1,600, we'll have manure and slurry coming out of our ears, basically. So we'll spread this as far as we can go, then we'll come and we'll go and we'll buy it. And the first thing we need is $98,000 to purchase our next 50 cows. That's how much it is. So that's what we're saving up for right now, is we're going to try to get to 98,000. I was going to sell the compost, but since we don't have it now, we're just going to do what we were planning on doing and only make money from milk at that point. Now, I was told by a couple of good friends of the channel that if I put a greenhouse down and I use the manure, then technically you're getting money from the cows, but we're not going to do that. And how much milk do we have, actually? We have only 1,800 and something. So we got a long ways to go with that. There we go. Love the animations when you look at it. So super realistic. And I've always had a cool thing for a side spreader, because I've always wanted one in real life. We have a rear one. And ours only holds, if you went into the liters, it wouldn't be that much. Maybe 5,000, because it goes by tons. We have a small manure spreader, but we also have small fields too. 80 acres is small for our meadows, and you know, with the amount of cows we have 125 head of cows. They make quite a bit of manure and slurry every day. It's pretty amazing. Because if you don't clean the barn at least every single day, then you run into the problem of, yeah, you guys know. That's why they call it stink water. And we try to only spread when we have enough to spread an entire field. But, yeah, I can't wait for Russells and Empty Pockets and Big A's, all their new videos drop. And I get so excited when you guys drop videos, and it gives me something to watch. I would prefer a running clock with my series like Northern Farms, but on the same token, I don't mind playing ahead a little bit. Reality, But now, normally, if we weren't using precision, we wouldn't even have been able to make one headland around, and we'd be out of manure. Now, like I said, each time, if you keep it on auto, it's doing 80 right now. Like when I was on Oceanside Forest and I left it and I was doing it, plus on St. Cali with my brother, we got down to the point where it was only spreading like 25. It was like really low. Like I could do on St. Cali, I was able to do like 3 fields with one trailer load. So when I was on Oceanside Forest, I had 2 8-acre fields to start, and then we had 7, 8, 9. Remember, and it got to the point where I was literally able to do like 2 or 3 fields all at once. So precision farming, the one DLC there was absolutely amazing. The mod. So it's pretty cool. I like it. It's one of my favorite mods to use. I pretty much don't even use Courseplay anymore at all. It's just one of those things. Now, is it got a place? Absolutely. Have I used it? Yes. I used to be a master at it. I taught Big A lot about it. And then I just kind of slowly got away with not using it anymore. I just do everything by hand for the most part. I just like it better that way. I feel like I'm controlling the game instead of the game controlling me. And that doesn't mean that it's wrong to play with Courseplay and it's wrong to play that way with workers. No, absolutely. There's a time and a place for that. But to me, when I play the game, I like to do it myself, because then I feel like I'm dictating what we're doing on a field. Like, I could have right now 6 or 7 tractors and 6 or 7 workers going and get this field done really quick, but what would be the purpose of that? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go here. Then we're going to go right around the corner, and hopefully we get another pass done, because our headlands are done now. So that's the only reason I don't use it anymore, just because I like to do things myself. I like to experience them myself, and even though we've made hundreds and hundreds, and we're approaching 1,000 videos now, very quickly we will be up to 1,000 videos overall. And after 1,000 videos between FS19, 22, and soon 25, I've done all this hundreds of times, but it's still interesting and it's still fun to me. And what I like about making the videos the most is it's not about putting out like videos of the game. For me, it's about teaching and walking you guys through a lot of things, and teaching people, like, what makes my day is people like Russell who absolutely want to learn as much as they can about real life farming, so when they play farm sim they can play realistic. That's the main reason I like doing it. But guys like PA Plowboy and Big A and stuff like that, those guys have real life farmed before and doing it. PA Plowboy's doing it right now, so he doesn't need me to teach him. He's doing it every day. He just watches my videos because. But that's why I do it. And I have fun. And a lot of times when you're making videos and you're talking and you're kind of going through the motions and stuff, it doesn't feel like you're working on a field. When I feel it is when I'm working it off camera, and I've got, like, the days are about 4 hours long because it's times 3, and I play for 12 hours in, in game I play 12 hours. So sometimes you have to play 4, well, it'll be 3.5 hours off camera. Sometimes it does get annoying, but what I do to make that is not annoying, boring. But what I do is I just turn on the in-game music and listen to that. Plus, I've learned how to put my own music in the game. So a lot of times I'll have my local radio stations going, or I'll be listening to a podcast, or, things like that. But I still do it this way, guys. I don't hire workers. I don't use Courseplay. I'm still doing it this way. The mulching and the cultivating, literally, and the mowing took me until about 5:30 at night. So it was... and that's in game, but that's leaving you guys, and it took me 4.5 hours to do all the stuff we needed to do just to get us to this day, which is great. Compost, manure. One of these times we're gonna try compost, with 1,500. Oops. There we go. But yeah, it took me quite a bit, 4.5 hours in game, and I've also had to repurchase a weight because I had gotten rid of it. But we went to a triple mower, which is a little big for actually the size tractor we have, but this is almost 200 horsepower, so it's not I would consider this a medium-sized tractor at this point. It's 195 horsepower, 194, so it's pretty decent. Our little Fiat DT is only like barely 100. I mean, maybe 125 if we're lucky. Oh yeah, we gotta go here. We're gonna go right around the corner here. We got about 6 minutes left. I can't believe how fast 30 minutes goes. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. Here we go. And this has got a 10-meter wide spread on it. So we have a 10-meter wide manure spreader. We have a 10-meter wide corn header. The rest of the stuff is about 6 meters. But we don't need the tedder anymore, and we didn't need the rake. We didn't need that anymore, so we got rid of that because the triple mower will put it in windrows for us, and then we can literally just bale up our silage. So that field right there is on 3 out of 3. So next month we can harvest it. Technically, if I really needed the grass right now, I could harvest it right now, but I would not get the yield that I will get. And then when we do that next year or next month, which will be in October, we'll start getting some more silage. But the cornfield will be coming due, that other one. So it is really important that by the end of September that we get this field planted in corn. And the reason why we're going to do nothing but corn on this map, because it's an American map and I'm going to do homage to it. But I may, well, see, here's the problem. In Farm Sim, you need two different headers. You do in real life too. Your corn header is not going to harvest wheat, so that's super realistic. But what I mean is, I like to try to keep my fields like, if I'm doing all cereal crops and things, then I can just keep one header. If I'm just doing corn or sunflowers, we can keep that other header. So, but in the United States, we don't grow a lot of sunflowers. I mean, they do, but, you know, it's more or less soybeans, corn, wheat, barley. And in the UK, from what my friends tell me that live there, it's more like canola. That's what they grow. But I may rotate between corn and soybeans, maybe. Yeah, I think we might do that. We've done a little bit of everything, but we'll have to buy a second header, and that way we can do our crops. But right now we're just going to grow corn and everything for now. And when we get to about October, we can put it in. We can put winter corn in. See how we want one headland? Basically one pass around. It's pretty cool. I love precision for that. And the next time we do, after we lime, we'll get this all done. Then we lime, and then we'll do manure again, because our planter only takes seeds, and that's it. So we don't have a seeder. We have a planter that's going to plant corn. So for us, which is pretty cool. I almost bought the Kinsey, but I decided to get the other one instead. But yeah, about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. So we're doing well. We're getting some stuff done, and we explain to you guys what's going on. And this is the best of both worlds. You guys can see one episode of manure spreading, and then the next one you'll come back and see something different like liming. And it'll be a completely different day, which is kind of cool. Those are actually my favorite kind of series. I don't like playing ahead, but I do like not necessarily pushing the series, but I enjoy seeing it progress just as much as you guys do. This is a decent sized field. You know what? What is the size of this field? 17 acres. Well, 14.07 acres. So it's not a small field by any means, but it's also not ginormous either. So I mean, you'd be really close to be able to harvest this in one day in real life. Because when we do our 80 acres, when it's corn, especially corn, because you have to go by a certain moisture level, and, you know, once you get it below a certain moisture level, then it gets dried out, then you can harvest it, and you got to get it just right. It takes us about between 4 to 5 days just to get it harvested. Then you're out there taking we have the John Deere HX20, the same thing I was using last time, the mulch. Then you cut all the stalks down with that. And we bale up all that stuff, you know, because we call it fodder. It's corn fodder. It's basically all the stalks and everything that's left over. We take our bush hog, and we run over the field and we get rid of it. And that way we can bale it up and give it to the cows as bedding. All right, so we got about 25 seconds left. I'm going to stop the tractor here. I will finish this off camera. I will finish the day off camera, and when we come back, it will be September 2nd, and we'll be ready to lime. That's why I like it, because if you have 3 days to work with, at the end of 3 days, you can get everything done you need on the field, and then your field is done just like it would be in real life. Now, on that note, we just hit the 30-minute mark, so let's say our goodbyes. And this little Renault Aries 8836 RZ is a really nice tractor. And as you can see, the nitrogen level, pH level, which is the lime, is bad still, so it'll put up a little bit. But on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And last but not least, make sure you're checking out the guys that I always say every video. Your Russell Whitlocks, your Big A's, your MT Pockets, your Farmer Techs, Van Ham Gaming. Check all those guys out. Make sure you head over, make sure you like, subscribe, and watch some of their streams, because they're all beautiful, amazing human beings, and they put out great content. And on that note, guys, I love you all, and I will catch you back here on Alma, Missouri on Thursday. Yay! Have a great rest of your week, guys and gals. Have a wonderful night.